From his Last Supper to the very last time he was in his mom and dad's arms, Cameron Boyce's final hours were his parents' favorite memory. The night before he died, Cameron Boyce posted on social media. He shared a black and white portrait of himself on Instagram. In it, he sported a serious facial expression and a sports headband, which was tied at the back. However, the Disney Channel star didn't caption the photo, other than to tag the British pop culture media outlet and fashion brand ID. Posting updates on his Instagram page was something Boyce did regularly, as he liked to stay connected with his fans and share behind-the-scenes snaps from his acting jobs, as well as use the platform to talk about social issues. However, Inquisitor hailed it as a fitting final photo to have been posted by the actor, since it captured both the serious and playful sides of his personality. The latter shone through in Boyce's role as Carlos, the son of Cruella in Disney's Descendants film franchise. The last live-action installment of the series, Descendants 3, was released on August 2, 2019, just weeks after Boyce's death. Cameron Boyce's parents, Victor and Libby Boyce, spent the evening of Friday, July 5, 2019 with their son. Victor Boyce revealed to ABC News,
"The night he passed away, we were out to dinner with him just hours before.
The trio enjoyed some quality family time together, and Victor Boyce said that night is his favorite memory with his son. Explaining to ABC News, "He came to visit, and I was just so happy to see him and gave him a big hug. It was just cool that here's my 20-year-old son just drove up in his car from his house and he's coming to visit me." Victor Boyce also noted that he had been so excited to see his son living independently as a young adult, and he imagined that this was what their relationship would be like in the future. Less than a week after the actor died, his father shared a photo of him from that dinner, which is the last photo he has of his son. Alongside the picture he posted on Instagram, Victor Boyce expressed his devastation, but also thanked everyone for their love and support. After dinner, actor Cameron Boyce went back to his own new house, but he continued talking with his parents well into the night. Victor Boyce told ABC News, "We were texting that night. We were texting about the Lakers. We were texting back and forth up until 12:30.
Somewhere between the last text he sent me in the morning, he was gone. It's not cliche to say you never know.
You never know.
You never know."
The couple couldn't have known that anything was wrong after they had stopped texting with Cameron, naturally assuming he'd gone to sleep. However, he died after having a seizure in his sleep during the early hours of Saturday morning, July 6th. During the day on July 6th, 2019, Cameron Boyce's roommates decided to go check on him before they left the house for the day, according to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's report. When they entered his room, they found him unresponsive and they immediately dialed 911 and began CPR. They continued trying to resuscitate him until the emergency services arrived at his North Hollywood home. Sadly, there was nothing they could do, and paramedics declared Boyce dead at 2:35 p.m. Later that day, his father, Victor Boyce, publicly confirmed the 20-year-old actor's death, but did not initially reveal that it was because of epilepsy. Via People, the statement read, "He passed away in his sleep due to a seizure, which was a result of an ongoing medical condition for which he was being treated. The world is now undoubtedly without one of its brightest lights, but his spirit will live on through the kindness and compassion of all who knew and loved him." Cameron Boyce's autopsy report confirmed that the medication he'd been taking, which was called levetiracetam, was in his system when he died. After his death, his parents Victor and Libby Boyce went into more detail about the treatment Cameron had been receiving. It included more than just medication.
We also had this thing where they wired his head up and had this contraption on to try and capture brain activity. Nothing ever showed.
He continued, explaining that his son received several different types of treatment to determine the cause of his seizures. The dad of two added that his son had seizures only while he was asleep, and Cameron did not remember the seizures afterward. The actor had a total of 5 seizures, his mother revealed, and he would often bite his lip or his tongue while seizing.
Obviously, if I ever thought that he could die from a seizure, I would have never let him out of my sight, which would have been awful for him.
Throughout his life, Cameron Boyce committed to a platform of activism wherever he could. When he accepted the Thirst Project's Pioneering Spirit Award, the actor addressed the audience with words of encouragement and action. He said, "What you leave should be bigger than you. We need to use what we have and make the world a better place for other people." This attitude is something that his parents, family, friends, and co-stars really admired about him, and through them, Cameron Boyce's legacy as an activist will live on. After he died, his parents set up a charity, the Cameron Boyce Foundation, in his honor. His mom, Libby Boyce, later explained to ABC News, "The Cameron Boyce Foundation will do a lot of things for epilepsy, for ending gun violence, for the water crisis."